Hey people, and welcome to Maybe Daily Episode 3, the podcast that is here today but might not be there yesterday, aka the Minimum Service Podcast. Still your host, Jean-Domingue, back for a third episode, surprisingly. So, first of all, I'd like to thank you guys for listening and checking in for these episodes. YouTube views ain't great, but the downloads are actually better than expected, so, thanks for checking us out. Also, I'd shout out those new listeners from the US. There's like a little surge over there. Not sure why, not sure what happened, but keep on listening. So, I'm guessing you've seen episode 2, seen or listened to, depending on the device you're on. Spotify, Apple Podcast, if you're audio, or YouTube if you're video. So yes, episode 2, you may have noticed that my voice sounds a little different, a little odd. As it turns out, after recording, I realized that I've fucked up the sound setup. And because of that, I had to do a bunch of Googling. It took me like a couple hours to just fix the sound. And that's something that I wish I figured back when I did episode 5 of People Drink Words Rare. But if you go check out the video on YouTube or check out the episode, the sound's actually not as good as it could be. Because I fucked it up as well. Tried to clean it up as much as possible by using the video audio because the mic recording just fucking sucked. So yeah, and last night I thought, hey, you know what? In case that happens to me, next time I get a guest, maybe I should just look into it and, get things going. And I found that great video from these guys, not sure if it's like a group or a guy or a company or whatever, called M4 Music, which put out that cool tutorial on how to fix sound, cleanse sound so that it sounds better and that you don't feel like killing yourself when listening to the podcast. So shout out to M4 Music, they got a YouTube channel, so that's where I found the tutorial and the answer to help fix the audio, because that was just terrible, it was tragic level of bad listening experience. There you go. So yeah, shout out to these guys. Yeah, and because I didn't have much time for the whole editing thing, I just wanted to put it out there as soon as possible. My voice sounds a bit like I have a hair on my tongue, like all the way through, which I don't know, it sound like can't use that word, just gonna murder me if I do. So let's not use that one. But yeah, it just makes me sound a little odd in my speech. Hopefully it sounds much better now, because I figured I did a few more tries before starting to record this one. So yeah, hopefully you have a much better listening experience and get to come back for episode 4 that may or may not happen. Who knows? Not me, for sure. Right. So yes, there was another thing that you might have put on yesterday's episode. It's like that scar on my hand. Can you see that shit? Yeah, so basically there's a scar. It's like half my hand for you audio listeners. And that happened while I was mounting an elliptical bike for Jazz. So we've been ordering a bunch of gym equipment for the house and actually cancelled our gym equipment a couple of days ago. Cancel our gym membership because we realized, well, that thing might last for much longer than we imagine. Like, yes, people are starting to talk about how lockdown might, I would say, be lifted very soon, like in a month or 2 months, but while we're doing social distancing. But either way, we're doing this, we've done this. Cancel our memberships, ordering a bunch of gym equipment for the house, which we're lucky enough to be able to have room for. And yeah, so things are coming. So it's not even on the actual elliptical, it's on the box. So on the box there was like some sort of fucking nail thing. I didn't see what I was folding everything away to just throw it. And it just fucking scratched half my hand. I couldn't believe how deep it went. Like, oh, yeah, you can actually see the mark on here. But yeah, that was some stupid thing. And yeah, it took me a couple hours while on the phone with my sister. So that's why I got that whole Karen vibe about the 6 p.m. lockdown thing. Yeah, so yeah, no, just a little detail in there. So yeah, just let me know what are you doing in terms of exercising for lockdown. So right now, until we get our whole equipment, we're still doing that Fitbit workout on the Xbox, which works pretty well. Like there's one that's like 20 minutes, so it's perfect before starting the day, before going to work or doing whatever else we're about to do for our day. What else about the gymming? So yes, so we've done, oh yes, exercising. So into getting the right stuff, it was such a pain. I don't know what your experience is, guys, about this, but like everything was out of stock. Like try to find a bench, try to find a cage. So everything should arrive by the end of this month for me on my hand, like the cage and the weights and the barbell and the dumbbells and all this stuff. But boy, that was painful to find it all. Like, I found the first thing that I looked at was Decathlon. So that recommended me to have a look at Decathlon, and that there would be like a bunch of really cool equipment, fairly affordable. Like, you can get, well, affordable. Yeah, it's affordable. Like, if you're thinking about getting a gym in your house, you can probably afford to get it. It's not as out of reach as one would think. Say a year, maybe 2 years of gym membership would be where you'd go depending on how much you want to have in your house. So yeah, it felt much more affordable than what I thought it would cost. Don't make no mistake. I've found a few things that were like a few £1,000s for like just a cage. Like, wait, that's way too much. I'm definitely not able to afford that. Unless podcast just explodes and makes me a Joe Rogan, that is not happening either. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick to my little budget and my affordability when it comes to these things, and well, to anything else really. So yeah, everything was out of stock, impossible to find a cage, which I did find in the end on eBay. Managed to find one brand new, which hopefully ships by the end of this month. What else did I get? So barbell, dumbbell, standard size, so I can just buy a bunch of weights and put them as I see fit from a piece of equipment to another one. But even these were a nightmare to find. Actually, even the barbell that I ended up buying, so I find on fitnesssuperstore.co.uk, everything was going out of stock as I was shopping. I was like, oh god, I found that one website. There is still equipment on it. I need to rush. And I bought that like, I went to buy the bench to put under the cage, to the bench presses and stuff. So yeah, I buy the bench, so I put it in my basket, get the bench in my basket, get the bells, get all things like, oh, that's perfect, get everything. So I was just picking which combination of weight would work better for me to adjust my workouts, and I think ways I can use both on dumbbells and the barbell that I want to hold there. I thought, cool, I can get it all here, it's so great. After like half an hour of putting everything together, go to checkout. Oh, sorry, this item is not available anymore. This thing ran out, and that was the bench. Well, the bench is the most important thing of what I need, because if I don't have the bench, well, no bench press, and I miss on a whole bunch of exercises that I can do with the bench and with dumbbells and barbell and so on. The only thing that I would be able to do with just the cage and barbell would be squats. Yeah, squats and chin-ups, which is cool. I can do squats without weight already. And, well, okay, I can't do chin-ups yet, so that'd be a plus, I wouldn't say, but not worth the price that thing costed. So I thought, oh shit, that sucks. So I go back. I thought, you know what, I'll just find a bench somewhere else. Let's just go back and check out everything else, check out the bells and the barbell and dumbbells. I thought, alright, I wasn't done yet. I figured that I would need to find a bench replacement. So I spent 10 more minutes to look for another bench, think, okay, maybe I'll get the one that's a little more expensive. Actually, it was 5 times the price of the one I wanted. I was like, well, that's not happening. And by the time I get back to check out, thinking, oh, you know what, fuck it, I'll just get the dumbbells and barbells. Everything's already there. Whoop, the barbell is out of stock. Like, well, that is not good. And then I had to get another barbell, but then the weights weren't compatible with the barbell that I could get. So I had to change everything, just get rid of the bell, of the weights, get rid of the barbell, get rid of the dumbbell, and go back to restart everything from scratch, hoping that nothing could run out of stock before I check out. So back at it, yank the barbell, which unfortunately was like a shallow barbell, so it means that I couldn't put as much weight on it. Like there's a limit of 50 kilos, which is fine for most of my current workouts, because I'll just focus on intensity rather than weights in terms of musculation. Intensity, like, to make my heart rate work, on slightly lighter weight and stuff. I thought, well, I'm going to need to ramp up from there at one point. So as I go on, I'm going to build up more strength, more agility, and all these things, more explosivity. So I need to put something heavier, even if I keep working on my heart rate going up. And yeah, by the time I got there, it just was gone. Barbell was gone. So I go back again, and then I get one that is shallow once more, but still have that weight limitation. I think, okay, you know what, just get it by now. And then I checked out and I said, oh, actually, there's a limit. You need to, because of the current virus thing, you've got to hold it for 200 pounds to get your finger. Like, no, no, no. But because that was like the one place I could buy things, I ended up just getting a punching bag in the lot. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I got a cage. I can hang the bag on the cage and that's it. Boom, done. Ordering. Cool, my order is back. And then I'm all happy, get my weight, get my barbells and dumbbells ordered, a punching bag as well, because why not? And then I move on to try to find another bench, because yeah, I'm still missing a bench at this point. And so I check out, I'm just going back to Googling, going to tons and tons of websites for a couple hours, and then I get back on that Fitness Superstore website, like the one where I got the bench out of stock. And I go there, the bench is back. The bench is back, and there's one left again. I'm thinking, you know what, fuck it, I'm buying it now. I'm not even waiting a second. And then I remember like, oh, that 200 pounds limitation. So it means that, yeah, the bench is less than 200 pounds. So basically, I'd have to spend more, like 60 pounds or 70 pounds more, just to get the bench. That was cheaper, and that I would have had cheaper if it showed up before, if it didn't go out of stock, which I'm not quite sure how that worked. It was out of stock, then it was in stock, but just one. Or maybe the person who tried to check it out failed payment or whatever, and then they had to go back, and just no idea how that one works. But I know there's some checkout system you can lock your seats, say on a plane, or you can lock some items and nobody else can buy them until you're done purchasing them. So I guess that's what might have happened when I tried to check out with the bench. Somebody might have started checkout before me and then just abandoned it, which resulted in me spending more to get things I didn't really need, even though they'll be useful for me, obviously. And then I go back, get the bench, I'm thinking, okay, what can I actually need on this shop that can help me not feel real stupid about this? So I realized that I got a punching bag on previous purchase, but no gloves. So, okay, cool, I get gloves. I get some nicer gloves that will help go closer to that 200-pound checkout thing. And right after that, I'm trying to figure, then I got a carpet for the Jazz Elliptical. I thought, okay, that's it, that's perfect. I'm exactly, I think I'm like 20 pounds below at that point. And then I think the last thing was like, I got those triceps bars, like, you know, those bars that like, you hold them parallelly and they have like, they're tied together with another thing. But basically, you've been in the gym, you've seen a triceps bar that's made specifically for triceps and all these things. So I got one of these as well. So boom, got back on a limit, smash that checkout button, ordered the thing, all happy, all good, all great. And now I'm waiting. Hopefully in a couple of weeks, everything will be here. And even if, say, the lockdown is raised in a couple of weeks, I don't think I'll regret that purchase, because it's more of an investment. As I was mentioning before, it's like, it's worth what you have at, depending on your gym membership, that'd be a few months, so a couple years of gym membership, so it's worth it. Plus the time that I could save would be great. Like, you know, at work, I'd go from, well, the time that it takes me right now, well, at least it used to take me before that crazy started, to go to the gym, just to go to the gym, like from the time I wake up. I'd wake up like around 5:30 in good days, and I'm start my workout at 6:10. Whereas here, from home, I can just wake up. Even if I'm in pants, it doesn't matter. I just go straight to the gym room, workout, and I'm there in 5 minutes. So it's at least half an hour saved every morning. Anytime you count the time to come back home, get changed and showered from the gym, whereas I just like jump in the shower right away, boom, done. I can easily save 40-50 minutes in my morning, which I can use to either record another maybe daily, maybe, we'll see, or just write another one of my blog posts, or just play, just chill, just watch Netflix and do something that is not walking to the gym or from the gym. So tremendous time saver, even if the lockdown thing ends sooner than we think, right? So yes, talking about things that are out of stock. I like to roll back on that whole thing I was saying yesterday about like are we lucky that we can order whatever we want and there won't be issues. We'll be able to just get groceries as we see fit. Turns out I could not have been further from the truth. Because we tried. We tried so fucking hard to find online shopping places that allow us to buy anything. Like, well, anything like food, of course. Fresh food, veggies, fruits, all this good stuff. And nothing. Just nothing. Which sucks. I really want to avoid dealing with people in this day that don't respect the social distancing and all this good stuff. But then I realized, wait a second. We get enough license not too far that has everything we would need. And that's open 24/7. So I'm guessing that what we'll end up doing is probably just wake up around 4 or 5 a.m. and go there, do our shopping, come back home. We don't run into anyone. Feels like the perfect plan. And since there aren't too many of you listening to it, at least not in the UK for sure, I'm thinking that's a good plan. I can put it out there and I'll still be able to do that and be fine. Just be able to get my groceries, come back home, all chill, work out, start the day, get to work. Bringing that cheddar, that's how we do. So yeah, that's what we end up doing, like try Hokkaido. So Hokkaido, the weirdest thing happened when I tried to go on Hokkaido at first. So I used that Brave browser, which blocks a whole bunch of things, bunch of scripts that websites may have to try to get information about who you are and try to track your moves, and sometimes try to redirect you to places. And actually, the funny thing that happened is that I went on Hokkaido website, didn't log in right away, I just tried to get some items, and I heard stories about how people weren't even able to find items. I thought, well, that's my lucky day. Already got a Hokkaido account, I can just go there, buy whatever I need, and we're done. Kennedy boy, what happened is I could not check out. I would not reach the checkout place. Oh no, wait, no, I'm talking shit. That was not the checkout. No, I could not add items to the basket. I was thinking, that's weird that I can be on the website, browse items, but not add anything to the basket. And I figured, what if it's one of these broken websites that the Brave browser tells you to report so that they can investigate and try to fix them? So I disabled the Brave shield to see what happened with Hokkaido and like if it would do anything different, if it would behave any differently. And it did. It sent me to a page saying, oh, you're not priority to order anything. Bye, boy. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. So I logged in with my account, same thing, same page saying that I'm not priority. So I guess most of you probably knew that, well, some of you knew that you can't order because of those restrictions and there's too many people ordering, and that a priority list probably based on people's age and whether how fragile they might be, vulnerable they could be to this virus. So I guess that makes sense that there was that thing put in place. But what was, so, that's fair from Okada's side. I think the thing that annoyed me most was like other websites like M&S and stuff, where you'd be able to go about today, do your shopping, pick up your items. And yes, I did disable Brave Shield to make sure that no interference come between me and my shopping. And, well, you get everything, spend like half an hour picking everything you need, go check out, like, oh, sorry, you can't get anything because there's no slot for the next 3 days and you can't see any further in the future. And I'm like, oh, the time wasted. I don't know, that there has to be some way to fix that user experience so that you can know that whatever you're going to do on the website next, it's going to be a waste of time so that you don't do it. But yeah, I'm not a pro around that. Like, I'm more of a software coding person, building software applications ready to bring in ideas on how you build software. So user experience isn't my forte, let's say. But I'd feel like, hey, how about you do a thing so that it's easier to use it, I would say that you focus on how users can spend less time on your website because it has a good experience, rather than focus on people spending more time on it. Just to throw it out there. So that was frustrating, but that's fine. That's how it happens. So we probably just sneak into that off license thing at night, and hope we don't run in contact with any human. And that'll be it. I mean, I guess I'm gonna wrap on this. Do I have a good news to share with you? Well, good news is that this is the third episode of Maybe Daily. So I am gonna sign off. So don't forget to check out the website, peopledrinkwords.com, the Facebook page at People Drinks Words, and everything's at People Drinks Words. So Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, just share with your friends, your family, your dogs, whoever. And I will see you next time. Bye bye.